If someone handed you a job offer today, 60, maybe 90,000 a year, would you turn it down? Didn't think so. The skill that gets you that job? You can start learning it right now, for free. In one sitting, we're building a real website together from scratch. No templates, no drag and drop. Just actual code. Let's go. Here's the plan. We set up our tools. Takes 5 minutes. Then HTML for the page structure. CSS to make it look good. Responsiveness so it works on every screen. And a bit of JavaScript for interactivity. Stick to the end. You'll have a complete working website you built yourself. We need an editor. Download VS Code. It's free. It's what professionals use. Go to code.visualstudio.com. Once it's open, install one extension. Live Server by Ritwick Day. It auto-refreshes your browser every time you save. Now create a folder called My Website. Open it in VS Code and make 3 files inside. Index.html for structure, style.css for styling, and script.js for interactivity. Those 3 files are the foundation of every website on the internet. Let's start writing code. HTML is the frame of a house. It gives your page structure. It doesn't care about looks yet. Every HTML file starts with the same skeleton. Let me type it out. Doctype HTML at the very top just tells the browser this is an HTML file. The head section is behind-the-scenes stuff. The page title, our font, and the link to our CSS file. That viewport meta tag is important for mobile. We'll come back to it. Everything the user actually sees goes inside body. Notice the tags: nav, section, footer. These are semantic tags. They tell the browser what each part is. A nav is navigation. A section is a chunk of content. You could use div for everything and it would work. But semantic tags make your code readable and help with search rankings. Now, 2 important things: IDs and classes. An ID like ID equals about is a unique name. Only one element on the page should have it. We use IDs here so our nav links can jump to specific sections. A class like class equals card is a reusable label. You can put the same class on as many elements as you want. Notice how every skill and every project card shares the class card. That way we style them all at once in CSS. That's how CSS targets things, by tag name, by class, or by ID. Simple as that. We'll see it in action right now. CSS is everything visual: colors, fonts, spacing, layout. OpenStyle.css. First, we write a reset because different browsers have different default styles. This clears all of that. The star selector targets every single element on the page. We zero out margins and padding so we start clean. Box sizing border box means when you set a width, padding is included inside that width. No surprise overflows. Always use this. Next, we set up CSS variables. We define our colors once inside root. Then anywhere in our CSS, we just write var primary instead of the hex code. Want to change the accent color? Change it once, updates everywhere. For the body, we set our font, dark background, light text, and good line spacing. Smooth scroll on the HTML tag so link jumps feel nice. The navbar is fixed at the top so it stays visible while scrolling. Display flex lays items in a row. Justify content space between pushes the logo left and links right. That's Flexbox. Arrange items in one direction, row or column. And navbar dot scrolled. This only applies when the navbar has both classes. Our JavaScript will add that scrolled class later. See how .navbar targets any element with the class navbar. .navlinks a means target all link tags inside anything with class navlinks. And .navlinks a hover means only when the mouse is over it. That's how CSS targeting works. You describe the path to the element. The hero section takes up the full screen height with 100 VH. Flexbox centers everything vertically and horizontally. Clamp makes the heading font size fluid. It won't go below 2.5 rem or above 5 rem and scales in between. Every element with class BTN gets the button style: purple background, rounded corners, and a slight lift on hover. One class used on multiple buttons. You can group selectors with commas. We style the H2 inside skills, projects, and contact all at once. For the skills grid, we use CSS Grid. Grid template columns repeat 3. One FR creates 3 equal columns. One FR means 1 fraction of available space. Grid is perfect for 2-dimensional layouts, rows and columns at the same time. Cards start invisible and shifted down. When JavaScript adds the class visible, they fade in and slide up. The hover effect lifts them slightly and highlights the border. .project H3 targets any H3 inside an element with class project. You describe the nesting path. CSS finds the element. Footer uses a tag selector. No dot, no hash, just the tag name. Classes use a dot, IDs use a hash. 3 ways to target elements. Over 60% of web traffic is mobile. If your site breaks on a phone, you've lost most of your audience. The tool for this is media queries, basically an if statement for screen size. On desktop, we have 3 columns. On tablet under 900 pixels, the projects and skills grids drop to 2 columns. On mobile under 600 pixels, everything becomes a single column. The nav stacks vertically. Text gets smaller. Padding tightens up. We're not changing the HTML at all, just changing how it looks at different sizes. That's the whole power of media queries. We're not going deep on JavaScript today, but we'll add a few things that make the site feel polished. Open script.js first. Document.querySelector.navbar grabs the navbar element from the page. Same .class selector you use in CSS. Then we listen for the scroll event. If the user scrolls past 50 pixels, we add the class scrolled. Scroll back up, we remove it. Our CSS already has a shadow style for navbar scrolled, so the shadow appears and disappears automatically. This pattern, adding and removing CSS classes with JavaScript, you'll use it in every single project. Second, query selector all grabs all the nav links. For each one, we listen for a click. Instead of jumping instantly, scroll into view with behavior smooth glides the page to that section. One line, massive difference in feel. Third, intersection observer watches elements as you scroll. When a card enters the viewport, it gets the visible class. And remember, our CSS fades it in and slides it up. Cards start hidden and reveal themselves as you scroll down. Subtle, smooth, and makes the whole page feel intentional. Fourth, same pattern for the active nav link. As you scroll through sections, the matching nav link gets the active class and lights up purple. Another intersection observer, same concept. Watch elements, react when they're visible. That's it. You just built a real responsive website from nothing. HTML for structure, CSS for layout and style using Flexbox and Grid, media queries for every screen size, JavaScript for polish and interactivity. That's a real foundation. Actual usable skills. Next steps: go deeper on JavaScript, look into React, and host this for free on GitHub pages or Vercel so people can actually see it. A live site with a real URL is worth more than any certificate. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me what you're building. You showed up and built something real. Keep going.